and press and record. Hopefully it actually works this week. Yeah. Thanks guys for calling in. I hope we get a few more. I'm hoping this time works better for everyone. I like 7:32, so hopefully it can kind of be in between everyone's schedules and people can jump on when they can. And I want to like put that out there too. I want everyone to know, even if you can't make the whole call, like if you want to just kind of come on for some of it, like no hurt feelings, or if you can call in but like we can't see you, because I know that's sometimes easier for people to kind of just be listening. I know for myself, like on a national wake up call, like I'm like doing a million things as I'm listening to it. So I want to say that and open up that and make people feel more comfortable kind of calling in how they feel comfortable. But before I get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Holly, because Holly has literally been so inspiring for those that follow her. She's now part of the 100 Club, or what do you call it, Holly? Is it the 100 Club?
I can never find unmute. 100% Club.
100% Club, which I think is so fun and exciting, and I think you should like do more with that from a branding standpoint, because I think it's really great. And you've inspired me, I know, with your journey with 22-minute hardcore and just your dedication to it, and I just think it's so incredible. And obviously you're getting great results, but even more so, just what it's been doing for you personally just makes me so happy, and I've just seen such a change in you, and it's really exciting. And obviously your dedication, like you're talking about with time and going to bed really early and waking up, like that discipline is just inspiring in itself. So I love you. I mean, you know that, but I'm so proud of you. So I wanted to make sure I said that. Does anyone else want to give a team shout out before we, or a personal shout out or anything before we get started? I don't know who called in either. I can't see who that is, but that's okay.
I want to give a shout out to Carrie Kirker and another coach on her team, Lori. They're kicking off a challenge group today called the Beautiful Sisterhood. And they have this really great vision for it about, like, yes, fitness and nutrition is like the foundation of it, but they're really trying to create this community vibe in their challenge group and girl chat and like talking about things that maybe people are uncomfortable talking about, because I think that's what really, I don't know, as Beachbody coaches, I think it's what compelled us to become coaches in the first place anyway, is the community aspect of it. So they're kind of taking a different approach to the challenge group this month, so I'm really proud of them for doing that. And then also Cindy Deschard, she's already at Success Club 6 this month. She is just like on fire right now, talking to so many people, and she inspired a ton of people by doing the Ultimate Reset. Talk about 100% Club, like she was 100% Club with that too, which I can't, like, oh my gosh, that the idea of the Ultimate Reset scares me. So she did an amazing job with that, and now she's back to Body Beast with her husband, and so I just want to give those two shout outs.
Yeah, that's so great. Oh my God. She inspired me so much too. Her and my God, her name's Meredith Kelly, because like they were doing it like literally the same time, which is kind of interesting. And I was seeing their posts every day, and I'm just like, oh my God, I need to do this. Because I literally, for those that don't really know me, I've been a coach for 2.5 years, and I've been so afraid to commit to this because it's not something I would ever give up on. Like if I was going to do it, I was going to do it 100%. And so I've decided for anyone that wants to join me after the holidays, I'm absolutely, and you guys can hold me to this because I'm literally putting it out there. It's just being recorded. I'm going to do it January after the new year. I have a new coach who like wants to do it as well, and I told her like I will absolutely support you. Let's do this together. And I think it's such a great time. I think if we can really pump this up and get people excited, like after Christmas and the holidays, you know, people are really struggling and they're feeling down on themselves and they need to get out of the rut. And, you know, that's when everyone's joining the gyms and trying to get back on track. So it's interesting that I'm talking about this because I'm going to talk a lot about kind of fighting through those months right now. But come January for this particular program, I think it's a really good opportunity to not launch, but to get people excited about the reset. So if any of you have any interest in doing it, that's my plan, and it would be awesome to do it as a team.
I think Carrie's doing it then too, so I'll let her know.
I think it's such a powerful, it's just like such a powerful program, I think, because of the whole mindset it takes and determination and dedication. And yeah, I think it's super inspirational for people when they see people committing to the level that those two women did. Like, and it's funny because I think from a physical standpoint, for me, what was so inspiring is, for me, Meredith Kelly and Cindy both already looked amazing. But watching them go through, again, like just the determination of and how it was changing their body and how they were talking about like just feeling better from the inside out was something that I feel like a lot of people could benefit from. Like I feel like it's less about the outside, more about what it's doing for your body. Some of what, like, that's what the 3-day refresh does for me. That's why I love it so much. And I just feel like I talked with Lindsay briefly about this after I just did the refresh, and I'm like, I feel like I need to do the reset. I think it's like literally going to be my new favorite thing because I just love that type of thing so much. I feel like I get so much out of it. I think the not working out will be tough for me, and it's weird. They both took their own path on that too, because Meredith stuck to the not working out, and Cindy did work out. So
yeah, Cindy and it's funny because, and she'll tell you this too. I was like, Cindy, I don't know if you should do that. It's not a great idea. It tells you not to. But they did. Her and her husband did 21-day fix extreme workouts while they did this.
Yeah. I'm really curious to kind of talk with both of them. Maybe actually we could like do a team call and like have both of them and like have them share their journey and the difference between it. And to be honest, I haven't looked into it because, I mean, I guess I kind of don't do the 3-day refresh perfectly either because I always work out and it tells you not to work out, but I still get incredible results. So I don't know. It's really interesting to me how they tell you not to work out, but
I think it's because you're only having like so little calories and they're focusing on it as a healing thing for your body, and like doing crazy hardcore workouts isn't like super healing. It's like, I don't know, not totally in line with I think that's the idea of it.
Yeah. But anyways, we can definitely talk about that more. I'm really trying to be more proactive as the leader of this team and partnering with other leaders in order to develop marketing calendars for the team. That's something I'm going to talk about tonight, with the Core to Force program coming up. And that's why, like, I'm already trying to think, like, in advance. So think in the next few months, think come January, what can we do as a team? What makes sense based on what's happening with Beachbody and the things that we're passionate about and what's going to help us. Stephanie, I love your smile. You're so cute. Just got to say that. But yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of like the whole idea of the topic for tonight is talking about how to launch the Core to Force program and be successful at it as a team. I know Lindsay has already created a group that I've invited you all to that we're super excited about. Like, it's surrounded by, I mean, correct me, Lindsay, like what your inspiration was, but surrounded by, us all motivating each other as coaches and kind of a coach challenge group, but Core to Force is kind of intertwined between that, right?
Yeah, I sort of wanted, obviously there are some people who won't be doing Core to Force for whatever reasons, physical limitations, maybe they're already committed to a different program, and that's totally fine. But I wanted a place for us coach-wise to kind of come to and have support from both the, the workout and nutrition standpoint, but also if you have questions about posting, even how to promote what you're doing, how to share your journey, you can't really talk about that in a regular challenge group. So like, I thought this would be a good way for us to kind of, have a live way to support each other from that perspective too.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. So anyone on this call or anyone that watches this call, please join this group. There's a link in the page, and I'll share it again and make sure I continue to keep making people aware of it, because I think it really will be such a great place for all of us to connect. Because yeah, the team page is one thing, but to Lindsay's point, I think it gives everyone, it's like a private group. It's a comfortable feeling that we all have this like similar goals, if not exact same goals, and we're all like motivating each other to be successful. What does your cup say? Drop it like it's hot. Yes. Oh my God, I want that.
I saw it at Burlington Coat Factory, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh my God, that is like so much.
I have like cute coffee mugs. I don't have any cute tea mugs.
That is so amazing. I want it. So really, I mean, one of the things I really want to focus on tonight is like what's happening right now with Beachbody, what, the seasonal transition we're all going into. So like we're all heading into the holiday season, which is extremely exciting for a lot of ways, but unfortunately it's when most of our businesses plateau in this business. It's a tough time of year. It's usually when coaches get very emotional because being a coach for 2.5 years, I mean, you feel like during this time you have to do extra motivating for people and like rah-rah cheerleading to like get them excited about these programs and support them and get them through these tough times. Because, I mean, we all know when the cold weather hits, like Holly was even saying today, she wrote a great post, like cold weather hits, people don't want to get out of bed to do the workout. Like there is less motivation. There's less there's so much temptation of everything that's going on with the holidays too, and parties and food and drinking, and people just don't want to commit. They're not as motivated. They're not as driven. It's really difficult to keep them on track. So, it's typical for a business to kind of plateau and to have a struggle with growing. And, what I really want to talk about today is accepting that now. So we don't allow for it to get us down to the extent that, it really is deteriorating for our business. So, and being proactive about it. So, people are going to put their Shakeology on hold. They may cancel their Shakeology. They're going to buy a challenge pack and never open it. They're going to tell you it's too hard. They're going to tell you, maybe they won't even get to that point. Maybe they'll tell you they don't have money and they don't want to spend money during the holidays. Even people that have been on Shakeology for the last 8 to 9 months, they're going to cancel or put it on hold. And these are just the realities of this business. And I'm not trying to scare anyone or make anyone think maybe this isn't for me, because that's not the attitude to have. And that's why I want to have these conversations early, because, I've been trying to think of proactively how we can help this from happening and how we can set ourselves to be successful in these months. And I think where it starts is identifying the customers and coaches who we feel are discount coaches, maybe even coaches. I mean, don't rule them out. Like, who we feel are going to kind of start in, they may fall into these categories. So they may be the people that you're like, oh, I don't know. They might cancel their Shakeology, or they may fall off track in their business, or they may not be able to commit to the program 100% because they're feeling all of these temptations from around them. So, let's identify those people, make a list, share it or don't share it. It's totally up to you. I don't want people to really feel like they have to put themselves out there too much. And then let's create a plan and start prepping for how we can help these people. Let's not give up on them and not just accept the fact that things are hard for them. I mean, a lot of coaches and a lot of my challengers have inspired me lately to not forget where we started. Like Lindsay was saying, remember where we all started. We all started with being passionate about these products, committing to a challenge pack, our own health and fitness journey. That's where we all started. And that's most where coaches started. I would assume that everyone on this call started there. And you loved the product so much that you wanted to become a coach and you wanted to give that gift forward. And honestly, what better gift to give during the holidays than health and feeling like people have that support to get them through? And a lot of it, and when I'm thinking, I want to brainstorm as a team, so feel free to unmute yourself at any point if you want to add something. But I think around the holidays, it's all about having healthy alternatives for people when it comes to our challenge groups, really stepping it up a notch and having healthy alternatives for recipes, making it fun for people, having, any kind of challenge that's aligned with the holidays or working around the holidays. I think it really needs to be about balance. Maybe it's even promoting healthy drinks. I know people don't want to think when they're running through a health and fitness program that you're going to promote an alcoholic drink. But if people are going to feel that temptation and they want to have a drink, it's better for you to give them healthy alternatives for it than to just go to whatever chocolate Godiva crap. I mean, it probably tastes amazing, but things that are high calorie that, they're going to put in their body because they just don't know what else is out there. They don't know what a smart choice could look like. And to be honest, they won't care, because if they don't feel like they have that support, if they don't feel like they have those other alternatives, they're just going to drop it and say, for lack of a better word, I don't give an F. I can't commit to this. I'm just going to give up on it for these next 2 months. And then come January, I'll get on track like everyone else. It will be my New Year's resolution. Oh, Holly, that's great. Yeah, they have drinks in the Fix 8. All these types of things. And that's a good point, Holly. It's and I want to get back to this too. There's so many resources, and I'm honestly, guys, I'm the first to not use these either, but I want to tell you that I'm trying to change. There's so many resources in the Coach London office, on the blog that Beachbody provides from a nutrition standpoint, all these amazing recipes, drinks, whatever. We need to utilize those resources. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. I mean, even if you Google a million things, there's so many things out there to give you this content that you need in order to help people and support them. And yeah, it takes a little bit of time of pulling it together, but that's why I really want to come together as a team and run these challenge groups together and support each other and just have a kick-ass support system for these people where they feel like they connect with us. They feel like they can still live their life and, you know, have fun during the holidays, but do it in a way that's not going to set them back 20, 30 pounds, and that they have to completely just forget about themselves during these couple months because they're focusing too much on their family or money buying their kids gifts, or, you know, I have too many parties going on, or I'm just so busy and my job's crazy, or the weather's shitty and I don't have time to wake up in the morning anymore because I have to be shoveling the driveway, or whatever it may be, that people have those setbacks and holdbacks. I mean, maybe we could even do something like that, like a workout, like squats while shoveling. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Like these fun things that you can incorporate with the holidays to get people excited, thinking outside the box. Like, what if people have not done yet? And I'll continue to give Lindsay credit for this until the day I die. Because last year, you already know what it is. I know you do. Last year she ran, and maybe another coach did it, but I feel like she was the first one I saw do it. She ran a crock pot group, challenge group, and free crock pot group. And now everyone does it. And it's just like this thing. It's like taking over Beachbody because it was this brilliant idea that surrounded the holidays. Everyone loves crock pot because it saves time. It's easy. Most people have a crock pot. And it was just brilliant. So it's like, let's brainstorm ideas, share them in the team page about like, what can we do? Think outside of the box in order to get people excited. And if you think they're dumb, they're probably fantastic, because trust me, I know, like, in this business, I overthink everything. And it's the post that I hate and I don't want to post is the post that's amazing and people attract to. So like, make it fun, make it stupid. Like, there are quirky people out there too that like the type of things you like. So let's brainstorm that. That's something that I really want to, you know, put out there. And maybe that comes aligned with talking about, like, thinking about the people who you think are going to be the people falling off. So when you come, like, I've been trying to think about this more from like my background. So I have a marketing and advertising background for people that don't know me. And I don't know why this hasn't clicked for me more in this business until now, but maybe it's because I finally hit a low that I feel like my business isn't growing and I'm trying to try new things in order to get to where I want to be, which comes with creating calendars and more advanced and structuring things out. Like, everyone always jokes in the advertising world that you literally feel like it's like you're already planning for the next year and just time goes by so fast because it's just like you're constantly planning for the future. And in this business, I'm realizing we need to do that. So maybe when you're thinking about these people and identifying these people that are going to fall off track, that are going to struggle and they need that extra help, think about who are these people? Like make, what do they call? I can't think, but you can make like a little like graph about them. Oh, personas of these people, right? Like, and we do this when we think about our why, but make them for these people and think, you know, what are these person's hot points? Like, what are the things that would make them struggle? What are the things that would excite them and want to keep them on track? Like, these type of strategies that we can use in order to kind of think about what are these creative things that we can do to add into challenge groups, or maybe it's a special free group. I mean, even if it's a free group, if these are people that are buying Shakeology every month, maybe we can continue to get them to keep buying. Like, it doesn't always have to be something that they pay for, you know? So thinking about these ways, just keeping them engaged, keeping them on board with what we're doing. And, you know, to Lindsay's point at the beginning of the call, like, one of the biggest things for people for this business is community. So we need to make them feel a part of that. We need to show them that, you know, we're real people too, and we struggle, but this is how we stay on track, and we want you to become a part of that. You know, I've realized over the last 2.5 years of being a coach, like, I said these months are difficult, and I realized you have to be stronger during these months. Like, it's not an opportunity to say, you know what, I'm just going to wait it out. I'm going to wait until, you know, come January, everyone's going to be ready to go. They're going to join the gym, or you know, this is when they're like setting their New Year's resolutions and they're ready. You know, again, accept now that it's going to be a little bit harder and we're going to have to work a little bit harder, but like, I'm trying to not work harder. I want to partner with all of you to work smarter, not harder. Like, we can do this together. We can build this kind of energy and excitement. And if we strategize and come up with these great groups that people want to be a part of, and we give people healthy alternatives and get them excited, I think we can fight through it. And we won't have to feel the effects of what most coaches feel during these months.
Heather, do you mind if I hop in?
Yeah.
More just with an idea. I've been thinking, because along with our like coach only challenge group, the other kind of part of that I was thinking is having this ongoing winter group. Like I know a lot of times we'll do these like 21-day groups or 30-day groups or 60-day groups based on the actual program. But my thought was more, and I don't know the name of it, but the idea of it is that if you look at stats for when people set New Year's resolutions, most of them quit within like 3 to 4 weeks. So why? Because they don't actually have the mindset to succeed at that point. So in my mind, what I'm kind of feeling is like, hey, take a step in right now. You have nothing to lose. So create some easy, healthy habits. So when January 1st does come, then, that's when the real transformation is going to happen. But at least you're preparing for that January 1st, with us through community, through, like you said, these healthy alternatives. You're creating a couple power habits. Like, maybe that's what it is. Like create one new habit. Drinking a freaking shake a day is like a no-brainer. Like create this power habit now so that you can focus on the hard stuff on January 1st. And you've already started the boat. I don't know.
No, I like that. Like power habits. No, I really like that. I think that's really great. And then I feel like we can have that group and start introducing things like getting people ready with healthy habits, and then introducing, like I'm saying, like we're going to be running for a group for the ultimate reset. Is that something that you think would interest you? Could continue. It could just take those habits to the next step.
Yeah.
Getting people, like you said, like the mindset. Absolutely. Because I mean, the thing is, and I feel like from my experience too, the New Year's resolution, I think it's other people forcing people to, they feel like it's like part of this like cult they need to like buy into. To be honest, I never set a New Year's resolution in my life because I just think it's ridiculous. I'm like, no, like this is so unhealthy. Like in my mind, it's the most unhealthy thing.
You're setting yourself up for failure. Because how many people actually succeed in New Year's resolutions? Like it just doesn't happen. Like make it a lifestyle change, not based around this date that people feel like they need to do something.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And that's a thing too. And maybe the group you're talking about we talk about lifestyle a lot, because like I saw someone post today and I got like, not upset, but I was like, I wish we could help people change their mindset more. Is they were like, diet's over, and they posted like this picture of the super unhealthy meal they were eating during the game yesterday. And I was like, is it? That's not what it should be. It's like, it's a lifestyle change. And yeah, have something unhealthy during the game, but don't say it as like my diet's over. And then like, I'm just going to keep, so I was here and I'm just going to keep going down this way, instead of like kind of, I cheat here, but I get back on track, and then I allow myself to have a glass of wine. I get like, more of a balance type thing, which I know is what we talk about a lot, but maybe it's saying it in a different way because maybe balance doesn't resonate with everyone. So maybe it's switching it up and trying to talk about this is a lifestyle, but it's a lifestyle that you can make work for you. Because I think, I don't know, it is a struggle, because I think even when people hear that, they think, oh yeah, okay, fine. Like she's just trying to say it, and it's still a diet. She's just trying to say it in a nice way. So
but you know what's sad? I was talking to a challenger of mine who just hasn't been able to get out of their own way, and it just makes me so sad. I'm trying to help her. So I finally just said to her, I'm like, what is one thing that you could do for yourself? Like one change. I don't care what it is. Like you don't have to go all in right now if that's overwhelming to you. She's a mom of twins +1 like I am, and I know it is insane. I'm like, but what's one thing you could do for yourself every day? She couldn't even answer the question. And I think she's the majority. I think people have no idea where to start. Yeah. No idea. And they're afraid to jump all in. They can't even like comprehend it. So especially this time of year, I don't think we're going to get the all-inners. So if we help people create one thing and identify that thing, I think that's going to be like, I don't know. I think that would be helpful.
Yeah, no, that's really great. That's really great feedback.
I have kind of like a group. I've started also doing like rolling admission for some of my groups, instead of saying like you have to be in today, which I still do in some groups because I think that's important too. But the group I have going right now is called Together, and it's like a group where together you're going to get through the winter instead of adding on those 20 pounds, because the winter and the cold months, I mean, they're awful. And I'm a huge testament to that, because I've had a rough cold season every season of my life, I think. And so that's kind of what got me to it. Because this year I was like, that's not going to happen to me. I'm not going to let that happen. But then I started to think I can't do it alone. I can't do it without putting myself out there online and talking about it. So that's kind of what branched that. And I think your group that you're talking about, Lindsay, would be really neat to kind of like in kind of format where it's like a support. Like, I'm not forcing people. If you don't want to do a Beachbody program, you can run and do whatever you want. Just move your body. and you can eat clean and start to learn clean eating habits. So then when, you know, you get to the point that you're struggling, you'll have tools to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess part of the idea is too, you know, some members of the group will be doing Beachbody programs, and that'll allow people to see how it affects people's lives too.
But I do think the most important thing that I'm realizing, though, is the power of Shakeology, especially this time of year. Because honestly, everyone's going to gravitate towards those sweets, towards everything. And that was my post the other day about Shakeology, as I was sharing, like, it's actually never been a meal replacement for me.
Yeah.
It's been the second pot of coffee I was making in the afternoon. It's been the ice cream I wanted at night. It's been that, you know, nasty snack that I'd have mid-morning just to get me through to lunch. Like, that's what it's been for me. And not that I don't want to like force on people, but I want to be like, no, this, if you can create one habit for yourself, do this, because it's going to cut your cravings. It's going to be that thing that you could always.
I've realized how versatile it is too, because now what I do is I take a little bit out of my scoop. I make my shake.
Mm-hmm.
I set some aside, and I started eating probiotics. My doctor was like, you need probiotics. He's like, you should have plain Greek yogurt. And I'm like, so I tried eating it, and it was absolutely disgusting. So I just add that little bit of Shakeology to it, and it's like chocolate pudding. It's fantastic, you know? So I started like sharing
anything, like that. And I feel like even us talking less about it as a meal replacement or as the red container and 21-day fix, and more about it as the whatever you need it to be that day shake. Like, that's what it is.
I like that.
You know, and I feel like that's the way we need to promote it right now. But that's the one thing. You don't want to do a Beachbody workout program, that's fine. Don't work out. But do this easy thing. Like, you don't need time to blend a shake.
Yeah.
Lori, I feel like you were going to say something.
So I was just going to add two things. One is I think it's awesome to try and coordinate a pre-holiday group that's going to carry everyone through the new year. So I love that idea. I think the key is going to be getting people to sign up or join prior to like Thanksgiving. Like, commit, because once you start talking holidays and holiday shopping and holiday parties and all that, people are going to be like, it's going to be too much. So it's almost like if we could get people to commit and like join the community before, then it would be awesome. And then the other thing I was going to mention is that April Cunningham I feel like she's running a group where it's
holiday survival, right?
Yes, something. Yeah, and I think she's starting at the end of this month, right before Halloween, which I think kind of plays into the same theme. So
yeah,
I was just really awesome content.
I was just gonna say that I like that you said holiday survival after, because I was thinking when we were just talking about this other group, like, we can add that extra value by, like, we can do research, like, what holiday tips can we give people? Like, you should shop here. Like, if we find something like great, that's like a great price for the holidays, like, post it in the page and say, hey, look what amazing thing I picked up today for my house. Like, it doesn't have to be all health and fitness, right? Like, we can add value in different ways for people. Or like, what are your tips for getting your shopping done, not last minute? You know, I don't know, like things like that I feel like people.
But I love, even as a team, if we could have a specific mastermind call around like holiday survival tips and things that we could even look for in the stores that we could go live on and be like, hey, check out, like, you know, ideas for how we can share some of these tips. Yeah. You know, I think sometimes the thing that stumps a lot of coaches, including myself, is we get so caught up in what's going on in our lives that we're like, yeah, I got to post and I don't even know what the heck I'm going to post about. Like, if we could kind of create a list of ideas of you know, things that we can kind of talk to people about and add value with and make it really fun. Like, Heather, I loved your idea of like squatting in the snow. Like, that's hysterical. Like, let's make this fun, because that's what people are looking for this time of year. We are a fun team. So let's just be fun.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point.
I was going to say shoveling snow is enough for me. All right.
But it is a workout. But
Lori will be like, I was supposed to do squats, but no.
You kind of are, no matter what. Like,
yeah, you're like, it's a real workout for sure.
I literally was like, honey, you don't want to go and shovel snow? I'll do it. I will do it. That was me last year.
Crap, I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. But yeah, like anything fun like that, I just think is really, now I remember. And I think it's like doing those things, to your point, like, we're a fun team, like doing challenges like this, bringing these things to people, like gets them also, I think, excited about the culture we bring. And then maybe they'd be more interested to even join our team as a coach because they like, I want to be a part of this freaking awesome team. You know, it's like, you're not even talking about the coach on opportunity, but like, you're just getting people part of the community and excited to be a part of it. And they feel like the support in a fun way that fits into their life. Again, I feel like they'll want to be a part of it, you know? I mean, and that's kind of the next thing I want to talk about is like us as coaches, like how we're going to deal with these months and understanding that, like, again, like, and I know we're all busy too. Honestly, guys, I've done this, like, because the holidays are struggles for coaches too. You're busy, you're doing your thing. You know, we're talking about, like, these groups we're talking about aren't just going to help the people we're trying to help. They're going to help us stay on track because we're human. Things happen. You know, people go through this weird thing where they feel like, you know, I earned it. I earned this time off. I deserve it. I should be able to take a break in my business. I should be able to, like, you know, not have to work as hard. But the reality is, what you're going to do in these next couple months is what's going to set you up to be successful next year. So you can't drop the ball. And that's just always this business, guys. I talk to coaches about this all the time. And I have to remind myself all the time that, you know, what you're doing now, the people you're talking to now are going to be the people that you're going to be working with in a month or two, because not everyone's going to commit right now. You know, that's just how the business goes. You know, everything you're doing now, you're going to see in the next 2 to 3 months. And that's a reality. Some people will buy right away and be excited, but I'm telling you right now, it's probably because they've been watching you forever, or you've started those conversations at some point initially, or they're a really warm lead, whatever it may be. Most people take time in order to warm up. It takes time to form with them. It takes time for them to really gain that interest and feel like they need the support and help. And if you're having already a difficult time now, in order to, if you're like, I don't really believe you, Heather, like, think about where you were 3 to 6 months ago. Like, what were you doing? Maybe you're a new coach, and that's actually an example right there, because it's a struggle in the beginning in order to make sales. And the reason why is because what I'm telling you is true. It's because you haven't had those 2 to 3 months to start talking to people yet because you're brand new. Or my situation right now, I am struggling. I can't even tell you how many people I'm working with every day in my lead list that I'm working on. And I'm only at Success Club 2 this month. Why? Because I had major setbacks in my business this year. Yeah, I was doing some of the daily disciplines still. I was working out, I was drinking my shake, but I wasn't really able to talk about it a lot. I wasn't able to really talk to people a lot because I wasn't able to bring more business on. And I am struggling. I am feeling it. And it's because I don't have those 3 months right now. Like, I'm now starting up those 2 to 3 months now in order to be successful in a few months. And I'm working my ass off. And you know what? And as hard as it is, I know it's going to pay off. I know the conversations I'm having now are paying off. And like, Lindsay's so cute. She keeps saying like how I'm vibing and like my energy right now. And it's because I just feel like I have this new passion for this business and helping people. And like, you know, I'm so excited to be back. And I feel so blessed for this opportunity. And I'm not saying it takes a major setback like I had in order to regain that, but like, please, 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 guys, understand how special this opportunity is and how amazing it is, because there's no worse feeling than like feeling you're going to lose it all. And that's where my energy is coming right now. And, you know, again, I'm taking these months and I'm just putting everything I have into it, knowing that it's going to help me be successful a few months down, and I'm going to stay consistent. And so it keeps going. So it keeps building. And that's what you have to do. If anything, at the end of the day, you do nothing at all, please be consistent, because this is how this business works. It's going to keep moving. And, you know, again, the people you're going to be working with in a couple months are the people you're talking to now. So if you ever have a falter in your business and you feel like it's a slow point, think to yourself, what was I doing a couple months ago? It was the summertime. Yeah, maybe I wasn't checking in as much. Maybe I wasn't doing everything that I needed to do. And just accept that. Don't get down about it. Don't get upset about it. You can have a little sorry party for yourself for a few minutes if you want, but then just realize that this is this business and don't do it again. Like, be consistent with talking to people, being a product of the product, putting yourself out there, and things will continue to keep moving forward. I mean, I really believe that, because I think everyone believes that actually has gone through these kind of ups and downs and realizes how important these daily disciplines are. You know, Beachbody gives us these tools, and they talk about these marketing tactics for a reason. It's not because they're just trying to motivate us. It's because they work. I mean, these are things set in stone for the last 10 years of coaches and them sitting in mastermind meetings with some of the top coaches and asking them what has been working for you. That's why we have these daily disciplines and why, posting is so important and doing your workout is so important and personal development is so important. And the new one's recognition, which there's actually a lot of conversation about like does recognition really add a lot of value into this. But overall, like the 3 daily disciplines are super important: being a part of the product, personal development, and sharing your story with other people. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. So I mean, again, like I'm honing in on this a lot, but like, people are going to struggle. We have to work harder. We have to come together as a team and be engaged. And we can do it. And, I love this. Like I was just saying, I love coaching. I love this opportunity. And I know all of you do too. You wouldn't be on the phone right now. And this is only seasonal. And, I want you guys to understand that there are just different points in this business where you have to take a different strategy over others. And that's why we're having this conversation tonight, so we can strategize on how to overcome it. So don't give up on people. Don't just be okay when they tell you, I can't do it right now. Let's figure out how we can help them through these times. And it's just going to have to be a little different than how we've helped them before. And again, I think these creative things are going to help us too. We'll still see our businesses moving forward instead of declining, which is what we don't want, obviously. And then, let's talk about how to do this with Quarter 4. So we have this new amazing program coming up. And I'm super excited about it. I know we have some launches where some coaches are just like, oh, it's like not my jam. I just don't see myself like being really successful at it. But I don't know, raise your hand if you're excited for Quarter 4s. Yeah. And I'm going to assume that the 2 people calling in that are just on the phone are too. Because honestly, it's going to be such, like, people love boxing. Like, they love this type of program. So I've already seen a lot of excitement on social media. I think we can continue to utilize that and to kind of hone in on it and try to maximize it by coming together and creating a plan. I'm already talking with Lindsay and the other leaders on the team in order to develop a plan, in order to, execute a strategy and create posts for people that we can all share with each other in order to get people on board. So we'll give you like scripts that you can use, images that you can use. Of course, feel free to make your own, but I feel like together we can come up with a plan and align it in order to help everyone to be successful. And so they don't feel like this, struggle, especially during these tough months where time is an issue. And we can't just wait for this to be successful either, because I think that is one of the falters as a coach is, oh, this awesome program, and it's just going to speak for itself and sell for itself. And that's just not the case. Even though people are excited, we have to continue to give them the information they need. We have to make sure that we're connecting with them so they don't just go buy it off teambeachbody.com when it becomes available. They want to buy it through you because they want to be a part of your challenge group. They want you to coach them through it. They want to be in a fun atmosphere where they feel like they're going to be set up to be successful. Because I really do see this as a program that people are just going to go out and buy. So we need to make sure we're connecting with them now in order to make sure that we, we get credit for that and that they want to join our challenge group. Sorry. So I think we need to do whatever we can for everyone to learn, like check the FAQs in the Coach Line office and make sure you learn everything that you need to know about the program. There's YouTube videos on the program, so you can just go to youtube.com and Google Quarter Force and you can find out a lot of information. So make sure you know, because when you start talking to people, they're going to want to know, what does the nutrition program look like? How am I going to benefit from this? How is it different from other programs? So make sure you have all this information. And I ran a sneak peek for the program. I'm not sure how many people were in it, but it's something we can do again. The other thing that I recommend that we all do is do a Facebook event. So it launches on the 31st. So make a Facebook event about the program. It doesn't have to be it's not asking people to buy it right away. It's just saying, hey, here's a reminder. There's this great program and it's launching on the 31st. Invite your friends to it, and then just start adding value in there and talking about the program and, you know, there's another sneak peek, write this on your calendar. There's another sneak peek on October 24th in Beachbody On Demand. So you want to make sure that you go on that day, do the workout, and, you know, create a video about it, post it on your social media. If you already have a YouTube channel, post it on your YouTube, post on your blog and website, get that traction, and, you know, have a call to action. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Ask people, are you interested in this program? Like, this is me doing the program. I love it. I'm so excited about it. Drop your email below if you're interested, so you can be the first one to know when it becomes available. And this is just a way to start gathering people's information to get them on board and get them excited about it. And then you can just send them a quick email saying, you know, I'm so excited that you're interested in Core to Force. It launches on the 31st. I'll be sure to get in touch with you before then so you understand, you know, how you can order. I also have this upcoming challenge group. Tell them about the challenge group. Tell them how much they're going to get from the challenge group. And again, these are the scripts and things. Like, I'm committed to creating these, you know, some of this content for you that everyone can use. Even if it's just for ideas, you can use it, or you can make your own, whatever works for you. I know some people kind of like to brand themselves a little bit more, which is totally fine. But these are just little tactics that we can use in order to gather information on the people that are interested and start getting them interested, because, you know, we're talking about these tough months, and this is the program that's going to get us through November and December. These are going to be our challenge pack sales. These are going to be the people that we're helping who are really excited about this program. So, you know, think about it. It could be like you're holding cell for people. Like, think about it that way. And again, just get them excited. And beyond that, you know, just continue to be the product of the product. We're talking already about all these great ideas where we can create challenge groups in order to get people excited and to get people on board and to keep ourselves accountable too. We need to show them the program is great. In all of the programs in Shakeology, you know, there's so many holiday recipes. If you guys just Google Shakeology holiday recipes, I don't think everyone understands how much you can find on those sites about these products. Like, literally utilize it. Like, be resourceful. There's so many great things that we can share, like, you know, Shakeology desserts, or healthy, like I'm saying, healthy alcoholic drinks for people, like all these different things that people will get excited about. And like, I mean, all of us already studied too, so our passion's going to shine through already. And when you do, and if we all commit to this program and we all do it from start to finish, like, there's going to be nothing more powerful than that, because especially Holly, I think she had to sign off, but I mean, Holly's realizing that now. It's like the excitement that you build and, you know, getting people to really believe in the products is by doing the program from start to finish, showing them what's possible, the results that are possible, showing them how much you love it, you know, sharing your journey. That's what really gets them excited, because they want to believe it. They want to see it from someone that they know, that they connect with. That's what really makes them want to be a part of it. So, you know, lead with the challenge pack too. I know Beachbody On Demand is now available, but like, the way everything's working right now, from an ability to help coaches grow their business, a challenge pack is still the best way to go. So keep that in mind. You know, Beachbody On Demand honestly should still be just looked at as an extra or a supplement. It's great that they get access to that when they buy the program, but it shouldn't be what they're buying. I think there's a different mindset too. I mean, I love Beachbody On Demand, don't get me wrong, but when someone's committing to a program, for them to actually feel they're buying that program and they're committing to that one program, I think it's really important, because it keeps them more focused on what they're doing. So let's think about that and make sure that we're promoting the Core to Force Challenge Pack and getting them on Shakeology and getting them commit to the nutrition plan and everything that comes along with it. And again, running a kick-ass big challenge group with this program and showing everyone what it can do. And yeah, I mean, I just see this as like a huge opportunity for this team. I think I already love the ideas we're coming up with. I mean, I think there's so much creativity on this team, and there's so much passion and energy that we can really have a great end of year. I think doing it together, though, is just going to make it that much more powerful. So, you know, I'll post a recording, but share your ideas in the team page. Let's be proactive and utilize the tools and, you know, our knowledge as best our ability in order to be successful together. And yeah, that's really what I have. I don't know. Does anyone want to add anything or have any questions or anything? No. I love how it's like pink, pink, blue, blue. You guys seeing that? I don't know. It's on my screen, but it's so funny. It's like the pink team and the blue team.
We're like the Brady Bunch.
I know, right?
So I have a quick question about quarter force, and I don't know if you know or not, but is there going to be, I was just thinking of like a fun challenge group might be if they were going to do sort of like what they did with, like with yoga, you can break down the moves, and you could almost do like what Lindsay's done in the past, which is like a yoga pose sort of like free group. Are they going to do you know if there's any sort of like guide or like tracking for?
They definitely, I know there's like a starter video where they teach you the move. They use the same moves throughout the program. So there are specific moves, if that's what you mean. So yeah, I think we could do something like that for sure. Yeah.
I think that might be kind of fun if we could build sort of like even an at-home workout before it's even the week. I don't know, we couldn't do it for next week, but like maybe the first week of November, even though it's going to be released by then. I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
But that's fine. I mean, even if it is, because there are going to be some people who already buy it because they'll know about it. And then it's still getting those other people excited. So I think let me look into it because I'm an elite coach, I have access to it all right now. So I can look into it. And, well, not the whole program, but I have access to like the one they show anyway, like the sneak peek of it. And maybe I can try to ask around and figure out like if, they use the same moves throughout it, and if we can kind of build something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just an idea about something different we could do where, there's sort of moves incorporated, and then we could talk about something else. I don't know.
No, I like it. Cool. No, it's a great idea. And honestly, if you guys have any other ideas, like please post them in the page. I'll post a recording. I'll try to get up it tonight for everyone because I think this is really good information. I really want everyone to come on board, share it with your team, start again, thinking about things that we can do. You want to help and pull together some content that you think would be great for everyone. Maybe we can start like a Google Docs folder or something where everyone can kind of drop stuff in. And then everyone can have access to it as a team and won't just share it. Lindsay's now got me on the Google. Like I've been like so bad, like I'm like slowly like starting to use it more, and it is amazing. So I think it's just a really good sharing opportunity. So, but I won't keep you guys any longer. I know everyone wants to get on with their night, but thanks so much for calling in. So good to see you. I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you all soon. Love you.
Good night.
Thank you.